Russia condemns US keeping an eye on European pioneers. Recently, Russia thought about that Denmark and the United States keeping an eye on European pioneers and authorities is only a hint of something larger, and focused on that the circumstance is a lot of more regrettable than what was uncovered. Last Sunday, European media uncovered an examination by the Danish military insight that Washington had kept an eye on European pioneers and legislators in Germany, Sweden, Norway, and France somewhere in the range of 2012 and 2014, through a participation program with the Danish knowledge. I think this is only a hint of something larger, said Russian Foreign Ministry representative Maria Zakharova. I think the circumstance is in reality more awful than what everybody is understanding now, for the nations that are individuals from the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. The Secretary General of NATO and the heads of the European Union are making an effort not to discuss it. I can't help suspecting that in all actuality much more terrible than what shows up now in the media. In an insightful report, the Danish Public Broadcasting Corporation, in participation with a few other European news sources, uncovered that the U.S. National Security Agency, NSA, wiretapped submerged Danish web links from 2012 to 2014 to keep an eye on senior lawmakers in Germany, Sweden, Norway, and France, including German Chancellor Angela Merkel and the Foreign Minister. Previous German Frank-Walter Steinmeier. Denmark, a nearby partner of the United States, has a few arrival stations for submarine web links to and from Sweden, Norway, Germany, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom. European media put together their data with respect to 9 sources acquainted with the examination directed in 2014 by Danish military insight in the wake of the Snowden embarrassment to consider whether the National Security Agency utilized a knowledge participation among Copenhagen and Washington, called XK-score, to keep an eye on Denmark's partners. The gatherings report, codenamed Activity Dunhammer, was submitted to the Danish High Intelligence Directorate in May 2015, preceding it was uncovered by European media a couple of days prior. Concerning European responses, Sweden and Norway, Denmark's neighbors, required clarifications from Copenhagen. Norway's Prime Minister Erna Solberg said, "It is inadmissible that nations want to spy while keeping up close relations between partners." Swedish Defense Minister Peter Hultqvist asked Denmark for explanation. "We need to raise the issue for conversation," he said, adding that it is inadmissible to listen in on partners. This comes after French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Angela Merkel approached Washington and Copenhagen yesterday to give explanations. Macron thought about that this is unsuitable between partners. "I can just help the assertions of Emmanuel Macron," Merkel said. "I was consoled that the Danish government, among its individuals, the Minister of Defense, Danish Trine Bramsen, had likewise obviously expressed its position." Alluding to what Bramsen said that such activities against the partners are unsatisfactory, and that Denmark upholds this rule. As far as concerns him, previous NSA worker for hire Edward Snowden, who presently lives in Russia, called for complete straightforwardness in the matter. He tweeted that U.S. President Joe Biden, who was Obama's representative from 2009 to 2017, was profoundly engaged with this outrage. In 2013, Snowden uncovered huge number of mystery records that uncovered broad American surveillance work after the September 11, 2001 assaults, so the United States wiretapping of European pioneers isn't new. The reports appeared at the time that the U.S. government was keeping an eye on its residents and listening in on numerous for an enormous scope all throughout the planet, including Merkel's cell phone.